was it 17% at the convention, so we have a race. Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Introduce yourself to the folks in Salem and tell us why you're running.
Well, thank you everybody for taking the time. I appreciate it. I'm not sure how long you give people to talk. As long as I go, like half an hour, fine. All right, I got a lecture ready. Well, I appreciate your.
Halloween a little bit early. Yeah. Salem is a scary thing.
Oh yeah. Got Halloween started. My name is Leland Chung. I'm running for lieutenant governor. For those of you that don't know me, my father actually immigrated to Massachusetts in 1969. He was living in Harvard Square, putting himself through school at Boston University at a time when you could still do that. And walking through the square each day, the activism he saw was literally unlike anything he'd ever seen before. And he became determined to instill in my sister and I an appreciation for what that meant and for the freedom and opportunity we have in this country that most of the world doesn't get. So every few years you take the entire family back to visit relatives still living in China. And that's where I learned that my cousins can't just run for office. They can't just write an op-ed criticizing a government official's decision without risking reprisal on themselves or on their family. And they can't do what you're all doing here today, gathering at a grassroots level, literally, to hear from candidates and get involved in campaigns. 5 years ago, I ran for the Cambridge City Council with that spirit in mind after a career in the private sector, because I was working the innovation economy in Cambridge, and everyone was talking about how great it was, how Google and Microsoft and all these new companies were helping the tax base, but no one was talking about the kids living literally 2 blocks away in public housing that weren't getting the education or the support or mentorship they needed to one day work there. No one was talking about the entrepreneurs across the city who had a great idea but only didn't have that PhD, maybe had a GED or no degree at all, but didn't have support to the financing and mentorship they needed to make a business in our community. So I ran for the council, was proud to be elected, and have earned a reputation in the last 5 years as one of the most progressive, productive members of the council, standing and marching with unions, fighting to improve our education system, making jobs available, not just jobs, but careers available to anybody. And that's why I'm running for lieutenant governor. The lieutenant governor has historically been that connection between the governor's office and cities and towns, and is the only person in the race with 5 years of experience under my belt working at the local level, as the only person who's been working with Governor Patrick as his appointee to our board of our state's economic development agency, investing across the Commonwealth. I know that we need to start thinking of ourselves as one Commonwealth in investing in education, investing in people, investing in infrastructure across the entire state if we're actually going to compete and give people careers in the next century. So I'm here to ask for your support. I would love your vote in the primary on September 9th, kind of the underdog candidate. You can learn more about me on my website, lelandchung.com. And ever since I was first elected to the council, my personal cell phone, my personal email have been listed on the city's website. That'll never change. My wife doesn't know how to reprogram her phone and doesn't let me touch it, so I can never change my cell phone number. You will always have a direct line to the corner office if I'm elected as your lieutenant governor. I want to thank everyone for coming here today and have something to hand out. Thanks so much.